Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I am back with another episode of the Scooby-Doo show. This is going to be episode 4, What a Shocking Ghost. The previous episodes, last week, we did episodes 1, 2, and 3 of the Scooby-Doo show, which I rated a 6.5, a 7, and a 5. That was series episodes 50 to 152, so I'm really excited to continue on. So far, it's definitely been a better average than the new Scooby-Doo movies, so I'm curious to see how this one will go. And for What a Shocking Ghost, we're just going to get right into it. It was released on October 2nd, 1976. It was again directed by Charles A. Nichols. While driving through a terrible snowstorm and low on gas, the gang come to the small town of Winter Haven, which seems to be deserted. And I believe this Watt Ghost is the one from Monsters Unleashed. So another monster from Monsters Unleashed, which is pretty awesome. So some trivia. In the Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed, the costume had been put on display at the Criminology Museum. It had then been brought to life along with other old costumes. Yeah, that's what I thought. So Scooby-Doo show uses a lot of the ghosts for Monsters Unleashed, which is interesting. A few others probably down the line, but this is our first real one, I believe, besides the ones in Scooby-Doo Where Are You? So that's going to be pretty exciting. So I can't wait to get into the reaction. We finally had some more stats, by the way, just to go over that. We had a weird food item, the spicy corn fritter that I wrote down. It's not technically weird, like corn fritters are pretty simple and people know them. And something else that we did is last week is that we finally had Scooby-Doo show snacks. There was none in the new Scooby-Doo movies, but the Scooby-Doo show had one each for Shaggy and Scooby, which is pretty awesome. And still no property damage for them yet. That's what also we're going to keep track of as we get into this reaction. Let's do it. Look at the 100-watt ghost and all of his, or 10,000-watt ghost and all of his 1970s glory. Looks nice and animated strangely, but I love it. Also, it's kind of like the first time they've worn other clothes besides their own. Like winter clothes and stuff, I think. At least in this set of series. Yep, another ghost town similar to last week.
That's all right. Cold beggars can't be choosers, Shag.
Right. Any old port in a snowstorm.
Daphne looks great in her snow outfit, by the way.
I'm Mayor Dudley, kids, and I apologize for
Mayor Dudley. What's up, my man?
What happened, Mayor Dudley?
It's all because of the 10,000-volt ghost. 10,000-volt ghost!
Already has... I wonder who comes with all the names.
Then one day, we had a violent winter storm.
It's always super popular.
The high-tension wires were blown down. Mr. Collins, he's the owner of the Power and Light Company, was anxious to get the power restored. In spite of the violent storm, Mr. Collins ordered his chief electrician, Voltner, to repair the down to high-tension line. Suddenly, there was a violent short circuit, which overloaded the circuit breakers and blew out all the transformers. We ran out to see if Voltner was all right, but he was gone.
Voltner is the 10,000-volt ghost. So we have 3 suspects. We have Mayor Dudley, we have Voltner, and we have the boss of the power factory.
It looks like somebody opened this gate with a blowtorch.
Yeah, and here's something else that's awfully strange.
So he's probably gonna have a volt torch. I wonder how they're gonna do that, because like last episode with the Gator Ghoul, where they didn't explain how they dug those footprints, I wonder if he'll actually be holding a blowtorch to do all this damage or not.
Just once I'd like to meet a ghost in a nice friendly place. Come on, we've got to start looking for clues.
I agree. Ghost in a nice friendly place. Just ghost towns and places that were super popular but no longer anymore. Are we gonna Scooby snack again?
What if we give you a snack?
They changed the color scheme. Oh crap, we gotta go back. How much Scooby snacks did he eat? Alright, I went back and did super slow speed. He ate 4 Scooby snacks, bringing his total for the season up to 5. I'm glad that they brought back Scooby snacks. That's why it's definitely a return to form from Where Are You? Very exciting.
Attaboy, Scoob. We knew you could do it.
Yeah, and that's the boss of the power plant, right?
My name is Collins, and I own this plant.
Yep, owner.
Gee, we're sorry, Mr. Collins.
What are you doing here this time of night, sir?
I was trying to repair that generator. Every time I get one fixed, that ghost short circuits it again.
For a man who has
He kind of sounds like J. Jonah Jameson. Spoilers, but it is not J. Jonah Jameson. It's Alan Oppenheimer, and he actually voiced Scooby-Doo, which is interesting.
Find any clues?
Of being able to change your voice like that. That's a good voice actor. Wow, that's cool. Like full-on like lightsaber outline kind of style.
nice going is right. He dropped us right onto a clue.
They look like sunflower seeds to me. They taste like sunflower seeds. They are sunflower seeds. These clues are for the birds. For the bird guys.
Freaking Shaggy. Yeah, it reminds me of the Brooklyn Nine-Nine of whenever he licks blood off the helicopter H. It's like, why would you lick that? We're in a hospital. It's chocolate. Never doubt your instincts. Why is there monkeys at a pet shop?
Identical with the ones we found in the power plant.
He's being like a sommelier for sunflower seeds. So he ate all those sunflower seeds, and now there's more on the counter. And now they're gone.
We want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But do you want to sing or do you want us to send you up the river?
He's been on his hind legs a lot this season.
Parrot, throw some clues at us.
Okay, rubber suit, rubber suit,
Rubber suit.
tunnel, tunnel.
I like how Jer's nonchalant about this, about questioning the parrot. Smart birdie. I think that's the first animal besides Scooby and Scooby-Doo to actually talk as well.
Let's have a better look at it.
Because the rest of the animals, even if they have an option, they don't talk. But this parrot has the talkiness of Scooby-Doo, but also has his own like brain capacity of being like, "Do you want to hear John Wayne?" That kind of thing.
Oh, hey Fred, part of a letter was hidden behind.
Of course.
Whereas running southwesterly, parcels 27, 28, 43, 44, 45 looks like a clue, but we'll have to find out what it really means.
Either a locker combination or latitude and longitude. I'm more leaning towards the boss. So I think the owner of the ski lodge probably would be against them taking the ghost to take it away. And Voltner, I think, is too obvious. Like, literally named Voltner. Come on. I'm leaning towards the boss.
Perhaps we'll know tomorrow, Mayor. I'll check this out in the real estate records at the courthouse.
Never mind, Mr. Collins. We'll check it out.
Right now.
That was pretty suspicious from Mr. Collins by saying, "I'll go check it out."
This wraps it up, gang. This is
Of course, it's the only book that's animated differently. Football time. Those cartoon physics, love them. How'd they connect that filing cabinet to those other ones? They were in a single set filing cabinet. Nice. That was pretty funny. I like that.
The action of his electrical current on the opposing poles will turn him into a powerful electromagnet.
And he'll stick tightly to any large chunk of metal, right?
Right.
Gotcha.
Have a real magnetic personality, huh, Fred?
So basically, reverse magnetized to get him. I love whenever they go in the trap, so they just automatically assume that the ghost is real until they unmask him. So it's kind of like, you know, since he's electric, we got to do this part. Okay, so that's where Daphne and Thelma become the bait, because they're the ones that have the book. Good, nice. I like how they mixed it up. That was a fantastic throw from Fred.
Yikes! A runaway ghost ball!
Well, they broke that door, so that's like $150 worth of damage, probably. Actually, no, that was concrete, like, around it, so, like, we'll double it to 300 for both of them.
What's going on here?
Just send them right to the jail. That's awesome.
That's a 10,000-volt ghost?
How about 10 volts now, Sheriff? You see, melting that snow short-circuited the batteries on his do-it-yourself ghost...
Town that's completely wrong.
I declare.
Really?
And he's through doing your dirty work for you, Mayor.
What in the world are you talking about, my dear?
I'm talking about this letter, which mentions
Double evil?
southwesterly through parcels 27 to 45. And I'm talking about this records book, which shows that you bought up parcels 25 through 45.
Gotcha.
Smart, Mayor. Then Voltner used his scuba diver's rubber suit to insulate himself against the...
Gotcha, yeah, so they already knew. Yeah, scuba suit and buying up the land and everything.
We would have gotten away with it if it hadn't been for you meddling kids.
Nice. And so Birdseed's all that took it. Wow. He's pretty short, actually. So it was two bad guys. So Dudley had alternative gotcha. The ski lodge thing is kind of random, but if you buy the land and nobody lives there, then what's the point of buying that land? That's kind of the issue that I was wondering about. All right, and that was episode 4 of the Scooby-Doo show. That was released on October 2nd. The 10,000 watt vote, Ghost. Looks like we had two villains in the end. We had Mayor Dudley. His kind of reasonings was a bit strange to me, but Voltner ended up being the bad guy. I really expected the boss, because Voltner kind of didn't want to do those things to the machine because it was messing things up. So that was kind of surprising to me, but still pretty interesting. I think I liked this episode more than last week's. I think it had more funny moments. It just maybe because I know it's also going to appear later in Monsters Unleashed. So I think I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. Not the best, but I still had a lot of fun with it. And we also had, I think also the statistics with Scooby eating 4 more Scooby snacks, bringing his total up to 5 for the Scooby-Doo show, and Shaggy still at 1. And then we had our first property damage. Oh no, Scooby on the Scooby-Doo show has $5,000 worth of property damage already. Shaggy will also grab to his total. So we're gonna make it a nice even 1,000 because to replace the door, but also the concrete around it. So that 1,000 will be 500 between Shaggy and Scooby, as in they would split it off. So that brings Shaggy to his first property damage of the Scooby-Doo show season to 500, and Scooby brings it up to 5,500. So overall, a pretty fun episode. I did like that there was kind of a surprise twist at the end there of, hey, Mayor Dudley is also a bad guy. And Voltner was kind of an obvious one, so I kind of didn't want it to be him. And it would have been more interesting if it was the boss, but also wouldn't have made much sense. It felt like a leap. Like they cut something that should have been there of like what the paper meant, because it feels like they didn't really figure it out because they didn't have time to read the book to tell them what was in the information. That's how it usually goes. Fred, great throw on the trap, and then the Shaggy and Scooby not being, they were technically bait, but they weren't bait at first, so that was kind of interesting as well. So there's a couple moments that I really enjoyed in this episode, and then a couple like plot things that kind of just skipped over. Feels like they didn't have enough time to go over, maybe. So I think that's going to do a nice little 6 out of 10. And tomorrow, the Headless Horseman of Halloween. I will see you guys then. Thank you everyone for watching, and have a great day.